Roadster.
I received this car from the owner in Georgia in 2003 and began a year-long restoration. It was a fairly straightforward restoration. The car was in good shape to start with. We took the body off the chassis, did a complete mechanical restoration of the chassis, repaired the body as necessary. The restoration of this car ran about $295,000. This Roadster is unique in one particular option. It was delivered with the 9.5 to 1 compression pistons. It produced about an extra 10 horsepower. The Roadster is a better handling car than the Coupe because they changed the rear suspension design on the Roadster after the gullwing. They're by far the best sports car of the period. They're so desirable as touring cars that events like the Colorado Grand are almost overwhelmed with 300 SLs to be entered. I think it'll go for $650.
Very few cars in the collectible car world can be called blue chip, but this is one of them. It's a 1959 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Roadster. Now, you may be familiar with the gullwing, which came before this car with the doors that opened up like this. This car is actually a better car. It's got a better suspension, so it drives better, and it's got a lot more ventilation. Frankly, those gull wings had closed doors, windows that didn't open very well, and they got kind of stinky on those cross-country drives.
Wow, I never heard the word stinky used to describe a Mercedes. Congratulations. But this is a driver's car. Great performance, great acceleration, responsive handling, and the reason for a lot of that performance under the hood, as it is on most cars. Underneath here is a Mercedes-Benz built 3-liter fuel-injected straight-six engine that makes 250 horsepower. Remember, this is a car that's over 40 years old and making 250 horsepower back then. There weren't many things on the highway that could keep up with you.
This car is also extremely well documented. Its history is known from the day it left the factory. It was originally one of just 4 linden green colored 300 SL Roadsters. It's now been restored to the factory color of anthracite gray.
And the quality of this restoration is beyond reproach. Mark Allen, who was a shop foreman at Paul Russell in Marlborough, Massachusetts, one of the preeminent Mercedes restorers in the world, supervised this restoration, and it really has resulted in a near-perfect car. How near perfect? Well, after thorough inspection, the only thing I could find, and this is really going out on a limb, is the driver's door. Down in this corner, it just doesn't match the rest of the body completely flush. Just out a little bit, but other than that, this car scores 100 points in anybody's book.
Which means I'd say it's a condition 1.
Yeah, you'd be right, too, and I don't think many people would argue with that.
When it comes to collectability, it's a blue chip, so it gets an A. They built 1,377 of them, and they are always desirable. Market pricing. With that many cars available, they've been crossing the block with some frequency, and over the past 5 years, they've gone from a low of $242,000 to a high of $804,000. Average price has been $448,000. Auction company says $550,000 to $650,000. And given the way the market's going right now, I say that $550,000, the low estimate, is the number this car will sell at.
Absolutely stunning 300 SL Roadster. One of the best restored 300 SLs I have ever seen. Incredible attention to detail. It's quite fabulous. Start the bidding at 400 on the left. At 400, 420 in 2 places. 420, 440, 460, 480, 480, 500. 500 I'm bid. 520 I'll take now. 520, 540, 550 would you like, David? At 550, yes. It's against you. 550, 560, yep. 570, 580. 590, 590, 600. Yes. 600 I'm bid. 610 would you like now, sir? 610, 615. No. 610 the first time. 610 the second time. $610,000 for the third and the last time. Congratulations, sir. Well done. Magnificent motor car.
Wow, what a great selling price. The Restorer was closer to this one.